And we're just going to go ahead and start it and, point out.
It'll be funnier this way.
Yeah.
Don't stand to...
believe that we are live, gentlemen.
How about
No.
that? Can everyone, you can't hear
It's
me, I'm
true.
muted currently.
Well, we've got some news.
There he is. There he is. Jerk.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, all.
Welcome to our show.
How's everybody doing? Can you hear us all right? I hope so. I just realized we forgot your laptop that we normally have set up.
Oops.
Oosp.
Yep. All right, we're going to assume you can hear us. So,
So we killed Chris.
you're welcome.
He's dead,
You notice there's an empty chair.
and we're going to be raffling off a little bit of the compost that we get from his body.
A little.
So that should be nice. I mean, well, we're going to use some of it for the flowers and trees that we plant in the backstage area.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so we'll raffle off some Chris compost
But mostly weed.
because he's mostly worm food at this point.
Yeah.
And, barring any sort of miracle resurrection,
Okay.
which
You all know Chris.
I'm waiting for him to dive into frame, but he's not doing it. God damn it.
You all know Chris, which means you know that he is back there primping until the very last minute.
That's right. Don't forget microphone.
Oh, why did you tell him? I was going to see how long you could go without a microphone. That would have been
All
fun.
right, he's here. He's here. Linda Netland says we started early, and she's right. We were about a minute. Normally, we're coming in at this like 10 minutes late.
Yeah.
So if we started on time, that would still count as early.
We let Kurt start this one. It went a little premature.
Hey, shut up! You shut up. All right. Is everybody looking forward to KCRF?
You're asking them, not us. I assume.
Yes. Oh my God, been so long. We were out at festival site this past weekend, getting the stage all ready, getting stuff figured out there. Always a good time in the heat and the humidity.
Oh, yeah. All right. So one of the things that we've noticed is that we've been talking to people and getting feedback from some of the live feeds is that they're enjoying them, but we do tend to cram as many songs in as possible because we kind of want everybody to hear whatever they've sort of asked for. So we are going to take our cue from that and kind of do this a little more laid back.
Yeah, we're not doing any of the songs you want to hear.
No.
That
But a little more laid back, and
that's
that
on
way
brand, really.
we can sort of talk a little more and we can answer some questions and just make it a little more casual.
That's right.
One of the big exciting things about
Exciting.
the fact that the festival is opening in less than a week is this marks the 30th year. Dun,
you got
dun, dun.
30th
Jolly
year.
Roger. This will be our 30th anniversary.
The Jolly Rogers
So,
are 30 years old.
Technically, it's our 31st year, 30th anniversary.
Thank you, Mr. Wizard.
We've been doing this for a very long time.
Shut up and sing.
Shut up and sing.
Just do it.
Anyway, one of the things that I'm really proud about with that is that there are a lot of groups that are like, we've been doing this for 50 years. No, you have one original member. Nobody else is. You're not. No, you have not all been doing this for this long, and that happens a lot with bands. People trade in and out and all that sort of thing. But hell, 5 of the 6 of us were here from day one, and Sean has been in the band for 20 years now, so I think he kind of counts as original.
He's still the new guy.
Is he almost at 20 years?
He's still the new guy.
What are you at?
My first year was 2003, so this will be, I guess, my 18th.
18th?
Well,
Closing in on
19th
20.
season, 18th anniversary.
Unless you want to count that time that I went to Poland.
see, that's
with the
where I
Jolly
started
Rogers.
it. That's where I started it.
Yeah,
We were
see?
pretty much in the band at Poland on, so
Orange Whip.
Orange Whip.
Orange Whip.
Orange Whip. Orange Whip.
so yeah. A couple other things. I don't know. I'm sure some of you noticed that Jody has put up an interesting poll today on the Facebook page. Go out there and let us know what your favorite album is, and we're going to keep doing some interesting polls. We kind of want to get some feedback and see what you guys think.
Well, now I see something there.
Sabugo, how I'm not sure how to pronounce that, says you guys are old. No, we started this when we were 6 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was
You should have been there
-4.
for the first year. There were a lot of like poopy pants and
Yeah, we were on the stage glistening with amniotic fluid.
It's
doing
true.
The Jolly
Yeah.
Roger
Okay, wait. That was last year.
Yeah, that's every year.
Anyway,
he didn't say it was our end.
Well, that is
That's dark. That's
disturbing.
terrible.
That is
That's
disturbing.
awful. Why did I say that?
So I see this. Are you going to do anything for National Talk Like a Pirate Day?
I think that's actually a
September-
weekend day.
Is that a weekend? Because
September
if it's
19th.
on a weekend, then yes, we're going to talk like pirates.
We're gonna
all
be.
damn day.
But if it's not on a weekend,
I believe it's a Monday.
Oh, probably not going to do anything. Do they
Yeah.
still give out free donuts at Krispy Kreme?
I think so.
I might do something.
No,
Yeah.
September 19th is a Sunday.
Oh, it's a Sunday.
We will be piratey all day long
I
on
will
Talk Like
be
a Pirate
talking
Day.
like a pirate.
It's true.
Yeah,
As
because
much as I ever
we
do.
had someone reach out to us asking if we could do a gig on the 19th, and I'm like,
Yeah.
nope, we booked.
We're usually at
Kinda booked up.
KC during
We're
Talk Like a
booked.
Pirate Day. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So, my wife is telling someone in this group that she loves them. I hope it's Chris.
Somebody has to.
Someone has to love Chris.
Yeah, it's true.
It was her sentence,
it.
really.
All right. So, how are you all looking forward to KCRF? How many of you have tickets to be out there the first weekend, or are you gonna be? Are you thinking rationally and going to wait until it starts cooling off again?
It's a little hot.
Yeah, just a bit.
I liked their options. Were you going to be out there next weekend, or are you rational?
That's right. Well, we're
that's a
going to
hell of
be
a
out there
sales
next
pitch.
weekend, so we're
That's-
clearly not rational
We're
people.
clearly the square root of
Clear.
-1 there.
Thanks, Mr. Wizard.
Shut up and sing. Just do it.
October 2nd to 3rd. Very good.
Excellent.
Kristen's rubbing in that she doesn't need a ticket. Wow.
Maybe she is a ticket.
What?
Could be like an e-ticket, baby.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Good,
Got
good.
some October
Okay.
folks.
Yeah.
Yep, got some October folks in
There we
there.
go.
Cool.
Awesome.
Who knows
Awesome.
what an e-ticket is anymore?
Yeah.
Cool,
No
man.
Yeah.
Sounds like sorcery.
So yeah, I mean, you know, I know that we've talked about this before, but I suppose we should be thinking about the first song that we're going to do.
Cool.
But I know that we talked about this before, but
Wait.
last year, I mean, it's so wild the fact that
18th and
that,
19th.
that last year there was, I mean, this time last year there was nobody out there. We were out there on Labor Day recording some of our KCRF 2020 video, which we keep getting wonderful feedback. We're so glad that you all liked those videos and that they
Yes.
they really that we keep getting people talking to us about them, and that's wonderful. We're so glad you liked them. But yeah, it's just wild to think that last year there was 0 people out there, and this year I hope we're just crazy busy. I think that'd be
Be
great.
nice.
And I did notice going
Just
by
wait for a
that
place to jump in.
Melanie
That'd be
Wood
funny.
said she would not be out there this year. You're under contract. Yes, you will. We'll have to talk about this. That's a terrible idea.
Hey,
What?
she's an American. She's free.
Yep.
She can do whatever she wants.
Nope.
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 Speaking of freedom,
Not this late in the game. What a weird intro that was.
We got rights.
What are we doing? What is that?
midnight.
Oh, okay. You'll have to excuse me. There's a few songs that sound like that. We powder and steel shot and strong arms to spare, with the promise of strong winds and weather so fair. So load up your pistols and sharpen your blades, as a pirate ship midnight's recruiting today. We'll hit the West Indies as the sails they unfold, and we'll fill the whole ship with pure Spanish gold. You'll all help us out making every ship pay, as a pirate ship midnight's recruiting today. A pirate ship midnight, you've all heard her tale. She likes to see a fire every time she sets sail. Her cannon shoot thunder and then it rains gold. Her crew lives forever and never grows old. It is. There's barrels of whiskey and rum for each man, and each gets his fair share if you stick with the plan. Now you can get rich and drink your nights away, 'cause a pirate ship midnight's recruiting today. We've 42 cannons, they gleam and they shine, so we'll blow up to hell once we pop them offline. Then we'll laugh and we'll toast as we sail away. 'Cause a pirate ship midnight's recruiting today. A pirate ship midnight, you've all heard her tale. She likes to see a fire every time she sets sail. Her cannon shoot thunder and then it rains gold. Her crew lives forever and never grows old. Sorry.
We listen.
When we come home, the girls will line the pier, and as you unload, you will hear them all cheer. If you have the medal, then do not delay, 'cause a pirate ship midnight's recruiting today. Yes, a pirate ship midnight's recruiting today. Come make your mark, and we'll find our prey. 'Cause a pirate ship midnight's recruiting today.
Let me take care of that spike in Chris.
Take care of that.
Yeah,
I'll
sorry.
take care of that. I'm going to smash him in the face
Spike him.
with Sean.
Maybe that's a little better if now that it's lower.
Could be.
Yay, it's a song. It's a song. Oh, Tom, you're not wrong. Tom wants to know where Chris's onesie is.
I know, I forgot my onesie.
See, you're ruining
the
the whole
matter with
thing.
you?
Everyone just assumes you live in the onesie.
Now we'll see how that goes.
Okay, I'll keep it down here.
Oh, I pulled you back a bit, baby.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
because you like to hep and hoe and
Well,
stuff.
I was getting that before, they were saying that before I...
Well, that's part
Oh,
of why I
it's
pulled
always
you as
that
far
show.
back as I pulled
That's
you
my
back.
life.
You know,
Oh, it's always beat up on Chris' show.
Yeah.
Damn
Yeah.
straight.
That's what Chris is here for.
He
that's
likes
actually
it.
how rehearsals go as well. It's largely just beating up on Chris.
In
Yeah.
some way, shape, or form.
It plays to his masochistic nature. See?
So,
Could we sing Voodoo Man possibly? It is my absolute favorite. We have not really practiced Voodoo Man in any way, so sure, let's do that.
Why not?
well, hey, you know what? I have some information that I thought would be worth sharing.
Ooh,
Oh,
what you
all
got?
right.
Pause for a moment.
So, this year, for those of you that have been around following us since at least 2003 when I was around, our schedule has remained unchanged in all that time.
That's
Yep.
true.
True.
Until this year, our schedule is different this year.
We're performing every Friday only.
On Fridays only. Festival.
And it'll be in
Swear.
Joplin.
So I'm slow playing it so you can all grab, whatever you need to write this down. The Jolly Rogers schedule, assuming that nothing weird happens between now and Saturday.
And what's the likelihood of that?
Right. We'll be at 11, 12:45, 2:15, 3:45, and the all request show will still be at 5 o'clock. Those are totally different times than we've ever had.
Yep, we're starting earlier now.
Yeah.
For sure.
So just worth noting, different schedule. Even if you didn't catch those times, make sure that you're not anticipating our first show at 11:50. It will now be at 11 o'clock.
So, yeah.
So there we go.
See, I thought that was worthwhile information.
That is. That's
was
good
a-
info. That's good information to
a
have.
good
Absolutely.
public service.
In fact,
announcement.
all of the shows on that stage, everything's sort of rearranged, so Bodily Harm will be kind of different. And
We also have
Yes.
new stage mates this year in our 4:30 spot. That will be Medieval Medicine. and they will be doing their Body show.
Ooh.
It's their dirty show.
Well, Jody, you say no 410 show arose by any other name. If it's a
Yeah.
345, it'd still be a 410 show in spirit.
In spirit.
In spirit.
Do you remember how this goes?
Hey, we just had a request for Santiana.
Santiano and Voodoo Man.
All right, no. Okay, we're going to try it. We're going to remember all the words.
Sure.
All the words.
All right.
He was a nice young sailor lad, as green could be. When he first chose to join our crew of pirates,
When a stolen
and was thrown from the ship, stranded on Hispaniola, right there on the western tip. When the crew next saw him, they could not believe their eyes. There was little left of the young man that one could recognize. His hair was long and braided, and he looked ready for war. But he smiled and said, "Hello, mates, I'm your new Bokor." Now he wears more tattoos than clothes, with a ring on every finger and a bone in his nose. When he starts his chanting, we don't always understand, but we always listen to him, 'cause he's our voodoo man. The captain said, "Now listen, boys, I think we should turn back. There's a storm up brewing and that beast is building fast." The Bokor said, "Just wait a bit and Captain, keep your course." And then we went to his cabin, but the storm, it just got worse. We heard howls and moans and a bang and a crash. We saw thick black smoke and a fiery flash. We could smell the lightning and we just stared at his door. And when we started to relax, it started up once more. He rushed out and said, "We'll need every inch of sail." And a swath of clear blue sky split the monstrous gale. The wind filled every sail and tightened every line. As we passed, we watched that storm crash back in behind. Now he wears more tattoos than clothes, with a ring on every finger and a bone in his nose. When he starts his chanting, we don't always understand, but we always listen to him, 'cause he's our voodoo man. While hunting down a merchant ship all round the rocky shore, when we came
around the island to a massive man of war.
The captain said, "Now look here, boys, we're about to meet our doom." The Bokor shouted, "Never fail," and he went down to his room. We heard howls and moans and a bang and a crash. We saw thick black smoke and a fiery flash. We could smell the lightning and we just stared at his door. And when we started to relax, it started up once more. Fire two shots he sounded and they went off right on cue. Both shots found their target and the powder hold it blew. The man of war burst into flames and it began to pitch. And we stole enough from her to make sure we were rich. We found more tattoos than clothes, with a ring on every finger and a bone in his nose. When he starts his chanting, we don't always understand, but we always listen to him, 'cause he's our voodoo man. We always listen to him, 'cause he's our voodoo man. We always listen to him, 'cause he's our voodoo man.
There it is, Voodoo
Now
Man.
you
All right.
can go about anywhere and get a Texas steak.
Now, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy.
Hardy
but we
hard.
decided early on that we were going to try and sort of screw that song up a little so that
Yes.
you knew that this was live.
This is live,
This
folks.
is
We were
live.
just proving
There's no lip syncing.
that this was not...
That's right.
Anyway, moving on.
Who would we lip sync to? Not ourselves. That would make. We should lip sync to.
Milli Vanilli.
Yes.
Ooh,
See,
Milli
I
Vanilli.
read-
Wow, that would be so
Right
meta.
there.
Wow.
Wouldn't it?
I was going to go with like Taylor Swift because
Well,
I think
no.
we look like a Taylor Swift sort of group.
If you Smush us all together?
No.
No.
Still no.
I mean, I'm on board with trying because I'm a bit of a Swiftie myself. so.
Perhaps all together we could be her exes. I don't know. So what was the next one?
Santiana.
That's right.
What?
Hold on.
Santiano starts with you.
Yeah.
Blackjack Slam.
There's a U in Santiano.
And Curvy Girls.
I'll turn off my alert sounds.
Where,
'cause then-
where do you get that spelling of the song?
Not the spelling you. You. Escritorio. La tarea. La biblioteca.
Mi lápices amarillo and muy grande.
Your pencil is both big and yellow?
Yes. It's a side effect of the ivermectin, so.
Santiana came that day.
Away, Santiano,
Santiana came that day.
along the plains of Mexico.
Mexico, Mexico,
Away, Santiano,
Mexico is a place I know.
along the plains of Mexico.
Liverpool gals don't use no comb.
Away, Santiano,
They combs their hair with a kipper backbone.
along the plains of Mexico.
When I was a young man in my prime,
Away, Santiano,
knocked them scouse girls 5 at a time.
along the plains of Mexico.
Times is hard and the wages low.
Away, Santiano, it's time for us to roll and go along the plains of Mexico.
There we go.
So I saw a comment on there,
Yeah.
and it said, "Nice blend." That I would like to say,
Yes.
is us,
Absolutely.
but it is not. It's not. It's our good friend George Hunt,
Yes.
who came over last week and mixed us for us.
And helped us out. And speaking of which, our good friend George Hunt, who has been our recording engineer for how many albums now?
Several.
Beg, borrow, and steal. Or something.
Many albums. So he, the album, the studio that we had been recording at went under. George has been looking. He finally found a studio to land at. He's got a studio again.
Oh, good.
And so congrats, George. Yay. Well done, sir.
Good deal.
See, and here's kind of the problem.
Zip.
We went, hey, we're going to be laid back this time and kind of answer questions and do stuff. And now it's just all requests to shut up and sing. So,
Well, actually, I think that one was The Sound of Silence. I just assumed they wanted us to do some Simon and Garfunkel.
Ah.
So we
Misunderstood
got
that.
a couple of blackjacks, some Curvy Girls.
there's a storm, up boys up, all kinds of weird stuff.
Okay. Cool.
The bucket. The
Bucket.
hell?
The bouquet. I think it's pronounced the bouquet.
Mutiny. What do you where are you people getting these?
Off of our albums, man.
Oh.
We have those.
The problem,
do a few of those, don't we?
is that we put them on our albums and then we don't do them.
All right.
So we're going to need you all to submit your improv in advance.
That's right.
Oh. Hey, Chris,
Yeah.
give me one.
Try it again.
Technically, that's better than normal.
There's two.
I just need one. Thank you.
Well, now the cat's eating one of your throw lozenges.
Good for you,
Way
buddy.
to go.
It's good for you.
All right. Well, we got a lot of choices. What we want?
No, Angie, we're not doing the Oklahoma Smoker song. Stop trying to get us in trouble.
Oh, come on.
What was the very? What was
What,
the very
wait, what was the
first
very
song
first song
did?
that you did? So that would probably be
Song you
Santiano.
went.
I just figured
It was
would
either that
be-
or Grog.
No. So I'm talking all the way back.
Yeah.
When the Jolly, because when the
Oh,
Jolly
when we
Roger
were standing
started,
behind 'em.
it was just the three of us, and we were doing a lane act out at the Renaissance Festival. It was me and Chris and one of the founding members who's not in the group anymore, Clint, and we
Bryant. taught us.
And we got Brian, who's also no longer in the group. Brian and Mark were performing together in a completely separate band. And so we asked Brian, hey, what are some songs that we can sing while we're trying to pretend to be drunk in the lanes? And Santiana was one, Congo River was another.
Yep.
There was another, what was another shanty? Oh, was it South Australia?
South Australia.
If you remember.
So those three were probably the first ones that we ever learned,
Those,
ever.
And then, what,
Far
the next
away land.
weekend, You were done with your commitments.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he joined us second weekend because he was finishing up a fight show commitment that
Yep.
he had.
And then
It's
somewhere
true.
around the fourth weekend, they just kind of acquired Brian and I.
Yeah.
Yep. And we absorbed
We
him like amoebas.
it was a hostile takeover.
We surrounded them
Yeah,
and
there
absorbed
was
them.
just a weird moment of
Because at that point we outnumbered them. So
just a weird moment of okay, I don't know why, but we sound pretty good together. I don't either. That's weird. Well, let's do that then.
John Schneiderman, Renaissance Fair of the Midlands in Council Bluffs. Yes,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Oh my God, we missed that festival so much.
Yes, sir.
That was
It's our first out of town festival.
it was our
first-
it was our first out of town festival.
Iowa Western
And
Community College.
man, the best times was when it was still on the campus, before it moved to on top of the hill, and then we had the year of the tornado.
Yes.
That was we had a tornadic event. Don't know if it was a full tornado or not, but we had this tornadic event, and I remember we foolishly mocked the storm right before
Yeah.
it decided to kick our asses.
Yeah.
So we're on the stage, and there's these dark clouds, and they're coming in, and the wind's picking up, and so we all start pretending like we're holding on to these things, like we're being blown away, and isn't that funny? And then shortly after that, they had these 4x4s that were holding.
They
this-
were sister 2x4s. They weren't
okay,
4x4s.
okay. That were holding this canopy sort of thing over the audience, and then we hear a crack
know.
as one of them breaks, and then
We jumped
because
into
the
action.
rest of them can't handle the weight now that one of them's gone, it's like crack, 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 and all of a sudden this thing just falls on our audience.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to pull that off of there, and the wind gets worse, and we're trying to make our way to a building, and all the vendors, the crafters in the area, they're trying to hold their tents down from blowing away. And so we're in this giant storm, and being smart people, we went to the one building on the top of the hill that was made out of corrugated metal.
Yeah.
On a slab of concrete.
Genius!
Yeah.
And the beautiful part of that is it was like the Titanic, because it's like there were like 4 or 5 acts in there, and each act got into a corner of the room, and then one group would do a song, and then we'd throw it to the next group, and then they'd do a song and throw it to someone else. And we just sort of round robin our way through the tornado warning.
Yeah. We had awesome sales that day. I had to run through the storm to go back to the car to get more CDs.
Yeah, that was about a 4.5-hour show that day.
Yes, it was.
If anything is capitalism, you running through a tornado to
Yes.
get more product.
It's worth it. It's worth it. All right. What are we singing next?
Well, I was going to suggest There's a Storm.
Manu says, is this a prelude to There's a Storm?
Yeah,
That's appropriate.
then there it is.
Boy,
That's
haven't
what we'll
done-
do.
We've not done that
It
in a
does
while.
make some sense, right?
We remember this, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
It's all right, even if we don't.
We were headed home from the port of Taipei. Hadn't had a clue what stood in our way. The wind was good and the skies were clear. Couldn't see a thing that we should fear. The clouds rolled in, wind snapped the sails. The captain said, boys, we're headed for a gale. So we backed down, rig and fell constrained. And the boatswain howled through the driving rain. There's a storm blowing side to side. There's a storm 6 miles wide. There's a storm, no place to hide. We're gonna ride it out to the other side. Thunder roared and the lightning flashed. The ocean rolled and the cold
there's a storm. Ain't no place to hide. We're gonna ride it out to the other side. We're gonna ride it out to the other side. We're gonna ride it out to the other side.
Boom.
That's all right.
Whee! Whee and stuff.
All right, I've seen Curvy Girls and Blackjack and the hell else did I see?
Devon's Blockade.
Schirnbag wants us to come back to Arizona. Arizona,
yes.
been hanging around looking at us for a long time.
Sure
long
did.
I
time.
love it.
We'd love to
Arizona.
go to
We
Arizona.
love
Sure.
Arizona.
Arizona was a great fair. We had a good time down there.
Nice folks.
We had a lot of our crazy youth experiences there.
Our youth experiences.
Youth experiences.
As
It
you-
happened back then when we were youthful.
2 Utes.
Lots of different venues and
Oh, yeah.
festivals.
Yeah.
How many different festivals
No
venues
idea.
have you performed at?
A
Well, I mean,
buttload.
when you start counting the defunct ones as well, because
Yeah.
remember the Newman
Yeah.
College campus.
So
in
that was Wichita.
Was a great show. There's still a Wichita show, but
Yeah,
it's
but
unaffiliated.
that's not the same one. But yeah, so
Norman.
Council Bluffs, Wichita.
Norman,
we
Oklahoma.
did Norman, obviously Muskogee. We did a weekend down in Scarborough one year. We've done a few weekends up in Bristol.
You guys
we
did Michigan at one point.
we did Michigan. We did Arizona.
And then there's all the weird stuff, the Dickens fairs. And,
Kansas City Dickens Fair for
One
3 years.
weekend Things. We did a lot of events and
Finally made it
And
to
don't forget
Louisiana.
Krakow, Poland. Mark, that was
Best show.
awesome.
Poland. Yeah,
Best show. Sean and I had the best time there.
they really did. They
Yeah.
bonded.
Yep.
So much so that we can't quite get them apart.
Yeah.
But
They-
they
they're-
did bond.
Well,
We
hey,
did
oh,
bond
that's
there.
right. Arthur just mentioned Louisiana. Arthur,
Oh, yeah.
we actually
Yep, yep.
did do this past spring, right before Muskogee.
Pirate
They did
Fair.
we did the first weekend of their 2-weekend pirate
Yes,
festival.
Pirate Festival.
We had a good time. It was
Yeah.
their first year doing that. If they invite us back, I'm sure we'd be happy to go back again.
We got to share the stage with Serena, which is
That's
always
right.
wonderful.
Yep.
Yep.
Good friends, and they just, well,
Oh, yeah,
I was going
Jefferson
to say they
City,
just put out a
Norman,
new
Oklahoma.
album, but I guess that's an offshoot. That's
Well, it's so. If you all know of Serena, if you don't know Serena, then please look them up. Well worth it.
Yes, well
it's
worth it.
it's
Jeff City.
3 incredibly talented young women performing as Serena. 2 of them, Sam and Tegan, started a 2-person group called Valkyric, and they just released their new album. So
Yes.
take a look on Valkyric. I know it's on Bandcamp. I think physical copies have yet to actually come out, or that might just be the ones they're signing. I can't remember, but I know it's on Bandcamp right now. So yeah, Valkyric. Kalla, is that the name of it? Kalla?
I believe that's
Yes.
correct.
That is how it's spelled.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Norman.
Only Sam or Tegan
Ka-ah.
could tell us.
KRF for sure. Val's Pumpkin Patch. Yes. it
Oh
was.
God, yes, Val's Pumpkin Patch. That
Val's.
was a lot of fun
Don't forget
too.
Port Washington.
In Port
Port
Of
Washington.
course.
Oh, Port Washington. We used to do Port Washington with some of our favorite people in the world, Bounding Maine. God
Yes,
love
and
them.
we did do the community theater, the Loft Community Theater
Yup.
up there in
Manly,
Manly.
Nebraska.
Manly.
just manly as we get.
Manly, Nebraska.
It's all downhill from
It's
there.
all downhill. We left Manly, so there you go.
Manly, Nebraska.
Yes,
Well,
and
we'll do
Angie rightly points out Jeff City.
Jeff City.
And Norman that one year that we had
Yeah,
a terrible
yeah.
time in
All right, what do we want to
St.
throw
Louis.
out there
Norman.
next
St.
for
Louis.
folks?
That's right, we did St. Louis.
So many, we've forgotten some.
I know, we have.
So
And
Curvy Girls has been thrown out a bunch. What else has been thrown out a
Curvy
bunch?
Girl, Blackjacks.
We've got a couple of Royal Oaks.
Some
We've
Royal
had
Oaks.
Blackjack a bunch.
I'm not familiar with Curvy Girls. Is that one
well,
we do?
let's definitely do those.
old.
Three.
Maybe.
All right,
From
so
like
Curvy
2005.
Girls,
you-
Blackjack, Royal Oak. What
let's
you
do
think?
that order. Let's start with Curvy Girls.
Okay, then we'll do that order. Why not?
Bastards.
I
I traveled all over, and one thing I have found.
Thanks.
Skinny girls have nothing to wrap your arms around. I've been to every corner of this great big world and found there's nothing better than a curvy, curvy girl. Nothing can compare with the natural curves I love. Even when I'm sleeping, it's curvy girls I dream of. Curvy girls are lovely, curvy girls are great. Curvy girls make me want to master.
My,
All right. We all know how that's supposed to be.
yeah, it's a bit. All right.
You need to think of something so I don't sexually say masturbate. Excuse me, this is a private comment. So you need to think of
Okay,
something.
but capitulate doesn't really fit.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
but
I'll
still.
work on it. I'll work on it.
Is this
All
the
right.
way you whisper?
Okay,
Yes,
so am I.
yes.
All right.
This is the way you
That's how
whisper.
you do it.
They can't hear you if you
No,
do
I
this.
know, because
Hey, Sean, these guys are idiots.
What?
I heard that. Kurt
No,
doesn't
you
think I
didn't.
heard that, but I totally heard it.
No, you couldn't. I was whispering.
So if you're out there looking,
Listen to these tips.
With a P.
Find an ample bosom and some childbearing hips. An hourglass figure with all the curves just right. That's the best thing in the world to keep you warm at night. Nothing can compare with the natural curves I love. Even when I'm sleeping, it's curvy girls I dream of. Curvy girls are lovely, curvy girls are great. Curvy girls make me want to master.
bait.
Oh! No, we're
No,
not
not bait.
No, I have to do another one. I have to do another one.
Fish or cut.
Yeah,
Bait.
okay.
We'll fix this in post-production.
Master
Yeah,
my
we'll
own
fix
fate.
this in post.
Okay,
It's a good
okay.
thing
My
we're not
own fate.
live.
My own thing. Okay, we'll do that
that
next
would be
time. Don't
disastrous.
tell anybody.
Don't, no.
Okay.
It'll be a secret. I know those wayfish models.
Oh, what they say are hot. But what I am looking for, those girls they just ain't got. I'll stick with these curvy girls that give me so much joy. And you can keep the models that look like preteen boys. Nothing can compare with the natural curves I love. Even when I'm sleeping, it's curvy girls I dream of. Curvy girls are lovely, curvy girls are great. Curvy girls make me want to master.
My own fate.
There you go. Very proud of you.
Master, not yes.
Yes.
Fate.
More than a handful's wasted.
Well, I say that's just bull.
Oh!
For I have two good hands and they should both be full. If you want my attention, well, here's a sure bet. All you need to do is flash me your curvy silhouette. Nothing can compare with the natural curves I love. Even when I'm sleeping, it's curvy girls I dream of. Curvy girls are lovely, curvy girls are great. Curvy girls make me want to master my own fate. Hey! Nothing can compare with the natural curves I love. Even when I'm sleeping, it's curvy girls I dream of. Curvy girls are lovely, curvy girls are great. Curvy girls make me want to master.
Good. At least we didn't say it there at the end.
Right.
We got it right.
We got there. We're rusty. It's been a year.
They'll never know the difference.
No.
No.
It's a secret. It's our secret.
We're so sneaky.
Yeah.
Yep.
Besides, they're all drunk.
Right. Already?
What do you mean already? When this thing started, they were drunk.
Oh, okay. I thought they were getting drunk for this weekend already.
Well, they might. All right. What ho?
What was the next one we were going to do?
Kirby was Kirby.
Blackjacks?
and Royal Oak.
Yep.
Royal Oak Blackjack.
Which would you prefer, Royal Oak or Blackjack?
Well, it's definitely blackjack next.
Because he's retuning.
Apparently, it's Blackjack. Let's wait till it gets tuned and then change it.
We'll change it. Pre-drunk.
I've changed my mind. Let's do Calabar
Don't
instead.
stick that up my nose. What?
It's the same tuning. I know that.
All right, let's do this.
I didn't think you knew that.
Yes.
We all knew that. We know how often we had to retune.
Mark just enjoys the sense of power. That's all he's doing.
Yep.
He doesn't really need to retune. He's just loving this.
Yeah, because it just goes to drop D all by itself.
Mark.
It's a weird fetish, but it's his. All right, so you can all clap along.
Tell Whiplash Charlie Wills.
Hey, Whiplash.
Jack's got a case of his favorite swill. Go and tell old One-Eyed Pete.
I am One-Eyed Pete.
Grab his crew, it's time to meet. Send out the pirate call. And it's time for a drunken brawl.
I'll run one.
We'll meet down by the docks around about 9 o'clock.
At Blackjack Slam's Cutthroat Inn, it's the dirtiest place I've ever been. Serves up liquor, grog, and wine. I guarantee a dirty old time. Oh, 7 dozen cents all vacant the shore. Just got those plus 11 more. Swagger on down to the Cutthroat Inn and have a round with Blackjack Slam. Well, then gotta go Jack, and there's gambling in the back. Down Morgan when he hits the shore. LB running girls galore. Ain't no one will get their sleep when we're on our midnight creep. They'll smash out all the windows, gotta kick down all the doors. Yeah! And Blackjack Slam's Cutthroat Inn is the dirtiest place I've ever been. Serves up liquor, grog, and wine. I guarantee you a dirty old time. Close 7 cents all week at the shore. Just got those plus 11 more. Swagger on down to the Cutthroat Inn and have a round with Blackjack Slam. Tell Jim that old sea dog we got 100 gallons of grog. Tell Teach the devil's son we got a pound of cake just for fun. You'll get like for fire. It burns like hell but it gets you high. If you gotta run, sail, walk, or crawl, get a jack by this free for all. That's Blackjack Slam's Cutthroat Inn is the dirtiest place I've ever been. Serves up liquor, grog, and wine. I guarantee you a dirty old time. Both 7 cents all week at the shore. Just got those plus 11 more. Swagger on down to the Cutthroat Inn and have a round with Blackjack Slam. When the Jack will jump all out, hop on the bar and let him shout. It's the hell we go for all our sins. So get in line behind those slam in. Open up all the taps, all of the losing comes back. We'll drink it like till midnight. We'll rant and roar till daylight. Blackjack Slam's Cutthroat Inn is the dirtiest place I've ever been. Serves up liquor, grog, and wine. I guarantee you a dirty old time. Oh, 7 cents all week at the shore. Just got those plus 11 more. Swagger on down to the Cutthroat Inn and have a round with Blackjack Slam. Blackjack Slam's Cutthroat Inn is the dirtiest place I've ever been. Serves up liquor, grog, and wine. I guarantee you a dirty old time. So 7 cents all week at the shore. Just got those plus 11 more. Swagger on down to the Cutthroat Inn and have a round with Blackjack Slam.
There we go.
Ooh, that's a very nice.
Okay, I want to know something. I want people to chime in on the chat. How many of you were clapping at home? I want to know that.
How many of you have the clap?
At home.
At home.
At home.
Don't take it out with you.
No. Don't do that.
What's the point of having it if you're not going to take it out?
Well, true.
Those aren't claps. That's weird.
Someone wants to hear Chivalrous Shark.
I saw
All
that.
right.
We'll get there.
The Royal Oak.
The Royal Poke.
That is a lot of clapping at home. That's awesome.
All these people's neighbors are like, what the hell is...
What?
Yes, it is Cliff's fault that you all have the clap. That is the reputation that he has.
All right.
Either one, really.
Yeah.
Yep, we'll have to do that.
As we were sailing along the salt sea, we hadn't been gone months, but 2 or 3. when we saw 10 sail of Turk, all men of war, full as big as we. Haul down your colors, you English dogs. Haul down your colors, do not refuse. Haul down your colors, you English dogs. All your precious lives you will lose. Our captain being a valiant man, and a well-bespoken a man was he. Let it never be said that we died like dogs, for we shall fight most manfully. Go up aloft, your cabin boys, and mount the mainmast a topsail high, for to spread the news to King George's fleet, and we'll run the risk, or else we'll die. Now the fight began about 6 in the morn, and unto the setting of the sun, and at the rise of the next dawn, where we saw 10 ships, we couldn't see but one. For 3 we sank, and 3 we burned, and 3 we caused to run away, and 1 we took at Portsmouth Harbor, for to let them know we won the day. If anyone then should inquire as to our gallant captain's name, for Captain Wellfounder was our commander, and the Royal Oak was our ship by name.
Now, what I want to know
What do you want to know?
is how many people clapped along to that one. You can clap along to all of them if you're
yeah.
enthusiastic enough.
Yeah. So we've had a bunch of requests for Barrett's Privateers. That's going to be one that we're going to have to do.
Yep, I'm seeing it belch
And
off a lot.
We've actually had a few requests for Devon's Blockade.
Nah.
Yeah, because they need to know the truth about how
That's
things
not even
work.
a real song.
It's
It does sound like something made up,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
I think that's totally made up.
Totally made up.
Totally made up. I don't even know where that idea came from. Doesn't exist. Yeah, okay. Well, like, we're going to listen to these people. They also just asked for Bold Finian Men.
And Old Triangle. We actually kind of
Triangle?
half-assed
The
went over
Old
Old Triangle a while back to
Triangle.
see if we could remember it. And
When
realize that we did.
jingle
Even worse, we decided
jangle.
we would see if we still remembered Green Fields of France.
Don't give them ideas.
And we did.
Yeah, we
that
did.
was the weird part.
It was weird. On a cloudy day?
Unclouded eye.
Ah, what
Uh-oh.
vocal parts are you?
Oh, well,
I'm the middle one.
I do
So-
Kurt's parts.
He's on the right. He leans a little to the
I would
left.
say Kurt would be a baritone.
Yes, I
Yes.
usually do the bass parts,
Yes.
but I am not a true bass.
He is the
So,
low.
He's a false bass.
I'm a
I
false
He's a
bass.
fake bottom.
Chris and Cliff mainly do melodies. Sean does high harmonies, and I'm harmonies all over the place. I go low, I go high.
Yeah.
Wherever
So
there's
the
there's
time
a
to
High harmonies, just high.
Nice look.
I don't know. I suppose my actual range is half of tenor all the way down to half of baritone. It used to be all tenor and baritone, but we know how that goes. Smoking and age took away my top and low end, so I'm tenor baritone, kind of in the middle there. That's about what I got. As far as
Because it
vocal
was
parts,
too high?
wherever.
The
where it
old
needed to be.
triangle.
Old triangle.
Oi.
It's too high.
How about Beggar Man's
high.
one that we
Maybe
do
it's not
every
too
now
high,
and
we
then?
just couldn't remember it.
Yeah.
Well, okay. What's with the let's see how far back we can reach thing happening?
Well, let's do Barrett's.
Barrett's?
Yeah.
All right.
Getting requested. Look at them, not me.
They
He's
did.
just the messenger. So while he's doing that, Louisiana was an interesting gig. That was an interesting gig because we have never performed in that state at all, let alone the Renaissance Fund.
true, that was
We've
a new
never
state for us.
never been down there, and so we show up. And we're working on our set lists, okay, what are we going to do? Here's our, and we kind of have where we like to, different kinds of songs that we like to do, first song, second song.
All
So
the
we're
way back.
we're building that. And we get out there and we're performing for these folks, and the ones that they are responding to are nothing like how we normally set up a set list. And as we talk to the people, like after the first show, we realized that all of these people knew us. They all knew us. They all listened to our music, but they were sort of creating their own set lists on like Spotify and this kind of thing. And so we had never encountered a situation before where our audiences knew us, but had never ever once seen us live.
Yeah.
And what they like to hear versus what the audiences that we normally see live like to hear. And it was really wild coming up with set lists from that point forward. Like, oh my God, what do we do? Yeah, it was
We
crazy.
We had this great moment where we're doing our bit, and we watch this girl walk by the back of our audience and look up like she's mad, and then start pounding on her phone or her iPad, and then goes and sits in the front row and enjoys the rest of the show. And we're like, okay, after the show, we're like, hey, what's going on? That seemed like you were kind of looking for something. Well, I walked by and I've never seen you guys live before, so I was trying to figure out who the hell was singing the music for this band that I love so much. And apparently it's you. It's your music. Yep, we're us.
Yep.
It was
And
us the whole time.
and it was the first time we ever played anywhere that the swamp encroached upon our stage.
Sure,
That's
the-
true. That's true.
Well,
It
for it to
did.
truly be a swamp, yeah.
It did come creeping up. No alligators, though. That was a shame.
Yeah, we were
Real
disappointed.
Great fun of line, good song. Beggar Man, I remember that.
I know Beggar Man. We can do
Remember
that.
Beggar.
But first, we're going to do Barrett's.
Let's hit 'em with some
Apparently
Barrett's.
we're going to do
Barrett's.
Barrett's and perhaps Devon's, which I don't
yes.
even. I
Barrett's.
still don't.
Obviously won't be able
That's
to
still
get
not
to
even.
everything.
Still not even a song.
Nope. That's fine.
Oh, the year was 1778.
I wish I was in Sherwood now.
Came from the king
To the scummiest vessel I'd ever seen. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier. The last of Paris privateer.
Oh, Elson Barrett cried the town.
I wish I was in Sherbrooke now.
For 20 brave men, all fishermen who
Would make for him the antelope's crew. God damn them all.
Well, the antelope sloop was a sickening sight.
How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now.
Warrior sails in rags.
Where the coke and the scuppers and the staggers and the jags, God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last to bear its privateer.
On the king's birthday we put to sea.
How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now.
Days to Montego Bay.
Pumping like madmen all the way, goddamn them all.
On a 96th day we sailed again.
How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now.
Bloody great Yankee home in sight.
With a crack 4-pounders we made to fight, goddamn them all. I was told we cruised the seas for American gold. We fired no guns, shed no tears. I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last to bear its privateer.
Yankee lay low down the gold.
How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now.
Fat and loose in the state.
But to catch it took the antelope 2 whole days, goddamn them all. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now.
Pounders made an awful din.
More than one fat ball the Yanks stove us in, goddamn them all. I was told we cruised the seas for American gold. We fired no guns, shed no tears. I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last to bear its privateer. I wish I was in Sherbrooke now.
Where it was smashed like a bowl of eggs.
And the main trunk carried up both me legs, goddamn them all.
Now here I lay in my 23rd year.
How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now.
It's been 6 long years since I sailed away.
And I just made Halifax yesterday, goddamn them all. I was told we cruised the seas for American gold. We fired no guns, shed no tears. I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last to bear its privateer, goddamn them all. I was told we cruised the seas for American gold. We fired no guns, shed no tears. I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last to bear its privateers, goddamn them all.
Breathing.
Breathing.
I have no
For
problem
sissies.
breathing during that song.
I have no problem breathing during that song either.
Yeah.
Well, that's because we're professionals. We know
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Exactly what it is.
All right.
Couldn't be anything else.
All right. Let's do Holy Ground. Professional.
None
Okay.
none of us remember Holy Ground, matey.
I do.
I do.
I never knew it.
How about Wicked there? Mac
How about Wicked? Yeah.
Mr. Professional.
Ooh.
Whip that out.
Kenneth Taylor is asking about
Who wants to
Alan
hear the Silver
Jones.
Dulcet Tones?
Alan Jones is on Vimeo on demand at Mr. Kenneth Taylor. Take a look at my Facebook page. There are links to it there.
Vimeo, isn't it?
I don't know, Vimeo?
No, or Vimeo, or whatever. I don't know.
Okay, I don't know. It's that one that begins with V.
Kurt's
Yeah, it's a
movies.
V.
That's
It's a
right.
Kurt movie.
Kirk likes the V.
That's right. That's right.
So.
Aside from what you've heard, don't know.
Yeah.
Don't listen to that. This guy
This guy over here. This guy.
is about the V.
So are we doing a PSA? Warning everyone about how it's really like with Mr. Cliffy Cliff?
No. No. We're discussing. It's Devin.
Yes,
There's a
but you
difference.
really inhabit your character.
I'm going to inhabit your character. You know.
Wetsuit.
Be so far up your ass, I'll wear you like a
Thanks,
wetsuit.
Mary.
Luckily for you, I know every word of this song. Every word that I sing in this
Or
song.
Devin's Sacrifice.
Heaven's sacrifice.
There we
That
go.
makes it sound so much more
Devin's
selfless.
Sacrifice.
Like you meant to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Look,
Yeah.
Selfless
You're
you.
lucky I'm here. I like it. I like that.
Or Devin the Condor. There we go.
No.
That's better.
Howdy, Pirate Sing.
Our crew's been sailing for months on the sea with just these pirates and the sails for company. The longer I'm out, the more I miss those girls ashore. When I get back, I'll never go to sea no more. Next day the captain calls and says, don't you know, you plundered lots of ships, now let's take those girls at home. With a cheer we turned around and sailed for port with speed. When I heard land, ho, I knew I'd get to do the deed.
For the anchor dropped, I was off across the shore to the nearest bar where I flew right through the door. Every girl smiled and their eyes lightened with glee. Molly raised her skirt and then reached out and grabbed me.
Good for you.
But then Devin stepped up and all the girls swayed. He flipped his hair around and he took my girl away. Your maid's supposed to be there to come to your aid, but nothing ever seems to get past Devin's blockade.
You must mean another Devin.
No.
Next day I ranged farther to the other side of town.
Big town?
I saw pretty Polly shopping for a gown. I saw in her dressing room, don't think she realized, but she said, come here sailor, let me try you on for size.
But then Devin stepped up
Oh, I did
and
not.
all the girls swayed. He painted on his pants and he took my girl away. Your maid's supposed to be there to come to your aid, but nothing ever seems to get past Devin's blockade.
So the next morn I rose early, cause I knew that he'd sleep late.
He does that.
And I went straight to the brothel, where I
Finally.
wouldn't have to wait. I threw my money on the bar and shouted, service please. 2 sexy girls got up and 3 more went down to their knees.
Good brothel.
But then Devin stepped up and all the girls swayed.
Whatever, man.
He grinned and raised an eyebrow and he took my girl away. Your maid's supposed to be there to come to your aid, but nothing ever seems to get past Devin's blockade.
You went to a brothel with money and you couldn't get laid?
That's how it works
And it's
sometimes.
my fault.
Yeah, I blame you.
Yeah.
All right, sure. Why not? I'm cool
Sunday met a girl in church somewhere he'd never been,
been.
and said to her, forgive me, but I'd really like to sin.
Good line.
She grabbed me by the hand and said, you'll come with me. We're going round the back, she cooed, and in the rectory.
Oh!
But then Devin stepped up and all the girls
Hello,
swayed.
ladies.
He sang a stupid body song and took my girl away. Your maid's supposed to be there to come to your
Save
aid,
from
but
yourself.
nothing ever seems to get past Devin's blockade.
Saving you from yourselves.
So back to the ship we went, it could not get much worse.
That was fun.
And as we passed the first aid tent, we spied a sexy nurse.
Hello, nurse.
Her top was low, her skirt was high, for it was very hot.
Oh, yeah.
In a voice like an angel, she said, let's see what you've got.
You got it.
But then Devin stepped up and the nurse just backed away. Never seen the like of it is what we heard her say. That's scabies, that's rabies, and a healthy dose of clap. Chlamydia and syphilis don't attack like that. But then Devin laid down.
Did I know?
We left him there that day.
Why would you do that?
He was a hero to the crew in his own warped, twisted way. Your maid's supposed to be there to come to your aid. Thank God nothing ever got past Devin's blockade. Thank God nothing ever got past Devin's blockade.
I hate you all.
I don't see why.
But look on the bright side.
Thanks, buddy.
You had a lot of space to breathe during that song.
That is true.
Yeah, that's right.
That is very true. That is
Tom says that you're very brave for throwing yourself into so many dark places for us.
Yes, I must save you from your peril.
no, I want my barrel.
No, too perilous. Luckily, I'm here.
I don't mind a little peril.
Little peril.
No, you'll get none. Not while I'm here. All right. Say we got time for 1 or 2 more.
Yeah, we got time for a few more. I'm just looking to
two
see here what those might be. What do we got here? Oh, nice. Radioactive symbol. Yeah, that's basically true.
Okay. No. Scabies and rabies. Okay, I'm not radioactive. That.
Well, you got the
Where
special
the hell
kind,
have I
though.
been?
No, you got the
The-
kind
the-
that she'd never seen before.
They
so.
use the radioactive to treat that.
So what do you think? What do we want
There's
to?
a Flying Dutchman.
There's a
I've seen 8 Bells go
Great
by a
flannel
few
suit.
times.
8 Bells.
Barrett's.
Oh, we did that.
Oh.
8 Bears.
Devon's Blockade.
Bears?
Smoogra. Smuggler.
Okay.
I don't know. 3, 2, 1. What do you want?
What are you asking?
Them?
Oh, okay.
Well, Kurt's scrolling way up, so we
I
don't know.
We won't know. That way we can just sort of say whatever it is we think they want, and that'll be that.
Oh.
So there's
Bunches.
all this-
Court of Hamster
Oh, good.
Pam.
Oh, good Lord. Not. Oh, God. Now it's all just pouring in. What have we
It's all
got?
just
We've got.
porn.
Well, we're not going to do Mutiny because we haven't really ever done that live.
Well, not in a long time.
That's it.
Not a
Well,
long
yeah.
time.
So
And-
we've got 8 Bells. We've got Sugar in the Hold.
W-
Einfriedstrasse. Grey Funnel Line.
I'm pretty sure they're just daring us to do Beggar Man at this point because they don't think we
Oh,
can.
wow. Amsterdam.
The
there
Court
we go.
of Hamster Pam.
Court of Hamster.
Court of Hamsterpam. I imagine that I'm for some reason I got one of that's being drawn in sort of this cutesy anime style, the Court of Hamsterpam.
Yes. Yes.
All right, let's do Flying Dutchman.
But
2 in a row for Flying Dutchman. And then let's do whatever it's going to take to make him tune again, because now it's just amusing me.
Key of 1.
And then we're going to do Beggar Man
Key of
because they don't
zero.
think we
Key of
remember
0.
it.
Sorry, yeah.
Pretty sure I remember
All right, let's see
I
if
might
I remember
remember
this
it.
one.
It could happen.
I'm tuned now, and I can't remember what we're playing. Oh yeah, that one.
Scary Mail.
Scary Mail.
Spooky Mail.
The sky was gray and cloudy, and the wind was from the west. When we spied a battered frigate with her tattered sail full dressed. They signaled they had letters home. They asked if we could take and drop them in a barrel they left bobbing in their wake. We reefed the sails and slowed the ship to fish the barrel out. The old ship sailed to the distance, then we saw her come about. The captain watched through his spyglass when we heard him catch his breath, and saw the storm a brewing had become a wall of death.
Turn the ship around, me boys, turn around and run. That storm that wants a battle, and it's sure that we're outgunned. What of the ship that's out there, do we leave her to the gale? She's called the Flying Dutchman, and it's rage that fills her sails.
The lightning stabbed the ocean and... Oh, sorry, I screwed that up. The thunder growled like demons and the lightning stabbed the waves. And the Dutchman, she leapt towards us, riding fury from the grave. Our captain, he stayed at the wheel, the crew, they manned the lines. And still that ship and storm were quickly closing in behind. Our ship would crest a giant wave and crash to the trough below. The crew held on to what they could, they were damned if they let go. The rain and sea and storm winds crashed against our ship with wrath, and from the deck of that cursed ship we could hear them laugh.
Turn the ship around, me boys, turn around and run. That storm that wants a battle, and it's sure that we're outgunned. That ghostly ship is hunting us, she's bringing on the gale. She's called the Flying Dutchman, and it's rage that fills her sails.
That was when we sighted land, it became a race with time. We believed at Santa Marta, the Dutchman closing in behind. Risk it all, the captain howled, it's the only chance we've got. Salvation if we make it, and our souls if we get caught. The storm was all around us and the Dutchman caught our wind. The beast nearly capsized us and we watched our strong mast bend. We were almost to the harbor, we could see the natural break, and each man willed her forward for he knew what was at stake.
Turn the ship around, me boys, turn around and run. That storm that wants a battle, and ensure that we're outgunned. That ghostly ship is hunting us, she's bringing on the gale.
She's called the Flying Dutchman, and it's rage that fills her sails. Once we charged into the harbor, the Flying Dutchman heaved away, and we heard their bitter screams, for the devil lost his prey. Once we made it safely to the leeward of the bay, we cracked that barrel open to see what those letters say. There must have been 100, and that's when we realized these moldy parchments were addressed to those who'd long since died. If you see a battered frigate neath a gray and stormy sky, give way and watch behind you, or you'll hear your captain cry. Turn the ship around, me boys, turn around and run. Let's storm at once a battle and ensure that we're outgunned. That ghostly ship is hunting us, she's bringing on the gale. She's called the Flying Dutchman, and it's rage that fills her sails.
So there,
Weirdo.
stupid male.
See, I never sing this song in this position. You even ooh in a harmony, you weirdo.
Yeah?
Yes,
It
there
was-
are
it's
3
never in
horror
this
movie
ear.
hero songs. Indeed.
I'm never here.
I know.
You're here.
And in Horror
I'm
Movie
there,
Hero
but
3,
it sounds
we
different
killed
there.
the hero.
We sure
Well,
did.
we killed him. He's still shambling around out there somewhere.
You know.
All right, will you try Bigger Man?
Sure.
Can we try Bigger Man?
We did this in the 90s, right?
Sure.
Okay.
What would you rather do, Mark?
Oh no, I like Beggar Man. Beggar Man's great. Story.
Tune like the wind. Man, we got a lot of
What we
them.
get when we don't make set lists.
Uh-huh.
Set lists are for wimps.
That's right. Pansies.
And then probably 8 bells. Keeps getting requested.
Yep.
Oh, there was a numbers. Ha ha.
Lots of bells.
Spirit of the Outlaw. Oh, good Lord. Red Right returning. Jeez.
Wow.
Ha ha! I don't think so.
All right, let's
one
let's
for
let's
Let's do 8 bells.
It does sound like it's from Red Waller.
I don't actually
do
know
that.
this song. Have fun, everybody.
Doom da lee la doom da da, doom da lee la doom da da, doom da lee la doom da da, doom da lee la doom da da. I'm a little beggar man, a begging out of bin, off for 3 score more in this little island green. Up from the levee down to Secure, and I go by the name of Old Johnny Doo. I can been going to the begging is the best. Oh, when a man is tired, he can sit him down and rest. Beg for his dinner, has nothing else to do, but I cut around the corner with his old ring-a-doo. Doom da lee la doom da da, doom da lee la doom da da, doom da lee la doom da da, doom da lee la doom da da. Slipped on me down in Cornwall, a wet rainy night, and I slept till the dawn. Holes in the roof with the rain a coming through, and the rats and the cats they were playing peekaboo. Who should awaken but the woman of the house with a white spotty apron and a calico blouse? She began frightened, and I said, "Boo! Don't you be afraid, love, it's only Johnny Doo." Doom da lee la doom da da, doom da lee la doom da da, doom da lee la doom da da, doom da lee la doom da da. Met a little flaxy-haired girl one day. Good morning, little flaxy-haired girl, I'd say. Good morning, little beggar man, how do you do? With your rags and your tags and your old ring-a-doo. A fine pair of leggings and a collar and a tie, and a fine young lady I'll fetch by and by. Fair pair of goggles and a color them blue, and an old-fashioned lady I'll make her too. Oh, with a roll, pack on me back. Oh, with a feels me great happy sack. Holes in me shoes and me toes that be with through. Say, skip a ring and do, and now it's only Johnny Doo. I must be going to bed, for it's getting late at night, and the fire's all right, and out goes the light. So now you've heard the story of me old ring-a-doo. It's good night, and God be with ya, says old Johnny Doo.
Doom da lee la doom da da, 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 doom da lee la da. Ha! So there.
Remember
I know.
I did not.
I noticed.
But it predates me being in the band, and we don't do it. So
It predates all of us being in the band.
Any
So anything
sense of
before
regularity.
2003, Sean cannot memorize.
Most things after
It's
2003,
not,
he
not
won't
because
bother
he's
to.
physically incapable. He's just lazy.
oh my God, they didn't need you telling them that. They know I'm lazy.
They've seen
All
us
right.
live.
What's our last one going to be?
Is this going to be our last one?
We definitely got to get 8 bells. So there's been like a zillion requests for that.
Oh, I thought we were ignoring that just to be mean. You're going to freeze somebody in carbonite? What the hell?
They're T-Tax now.
Make us cry. All right.
Cry.
You're not going to like it.
You're ugly and your mother dresses you. That worked.
Ooh. We can end with the old version of Pay Me.
Oh my God.
Nah.
That would be on me.
All over.
What are we hitting?
8 bells.
Hey, first.
Ape Bears. All right.
8
2,
Bears.
3,
It's a happy
4.
song. It's a happy thing.
This will be your homely boy, so I trust you'll treat her right. Was how the captain's speech began each voyage's first night. He smiled, said it's tradition, but I ask that you refrain from carving your name in the beam next to her lofty mane. The first night I was there, her mate held me in the air and let me carve my name with theirs to show that I was there. From boy to man we grew up as across the waves we roamed. As she burned, we sobbed like sons who lost their childhood home. 8 bells ring out in Dover, 8 bells ring out in Wales, 8 bells ring out in Liverpool and down to Murphy's Scales. 8 bells ring out in Port Royal, 8 bells ring out in Boston town, 8 bells ring out in Nassau, the night the merry widow went down. By the time I'm as the new ship was made, I stare up at that beam and knew that every name I saw once shared with me a dream. Some of them so faded, just a memory and a scratch, but they grew much clearer with every new batch. She made sure we made it back to the land we'd known, and with the tide we'd all return to the vessel we called home. There were parts we could have salvaged, but I think we all agreed that she deserved the honor of a burial at sea. 8 bells ring out in Dover, 8 bells ring out in Wales, 8 bells ring out in Liverpool and down to Murphy's Scales. 8 bells ring out in Port Royal, 8 bells ring out in Boston town, 8 bells ring out in Nassau, the night the merry widow went down. By the time I was a boatswain, the list was 3 yards long. Though she had seen so many years, she still stood tall and strong. From a name she took her spirit, bold and strong and true, and she raced the wind and never failed her brave and loyal crew. The ship she never foundered and her defenses never breached. No matter her port of call, her goal was always reached. When we were told her day had come and she had sailed her last, that they would tear her down for
scrap, we couldn't let that pass. 8 bells ring out in Dover, 8 bells ring out in Wales, 8 bells ring out in Liverpool and down to Murphy's Scales. 8 bells ring out in Port Royal, 8 bells ring out in Boston Town, 8 bells ring out in Nassau, the night the Merry Widow went down. Through our grief we swore an oath that we'd carry out our plan, and damn the risk we would push on to the strength of our last man. And as we stared at all the names of those that came before, we cut the line and stole that ship and sailed her out once more. Beyond the reef we sailed her and set our love alight. We jumped ship and watched her burn from the shore that night. As she slipped beneath the waves, we knew one thing for sure. She made more of a mark on us than we ever did on her. 8 bells ring out in Dover, 8 bells ring out in Wales, 8 bells ring out in Liverpool and down to Murphy's Scales. 8 bells ring out in Port Royal, 8 bells ring out in Boston Town, 8 bells ring out in London, the night the Merry Widow. 8 bells ring out, 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 the night the Merry Widow went down. The night the Merry Widow went down.
Dink.
Papers.
Wonderful, marvelous, wonderful, marvelous. We can't wait to see you people too.
That's right.
It's gonna be so awesome.
Say it again out loud. First show is actually at 11, not 11:50.
That's right,
Our
11 o'clock.
Schedule has changed from 2019.
And all those years
Super
before.
important.
Yes. So
And all
yes,
the
we are
others.
going on significantly earlier than we usually do, and we're
right.
starting at 11 in the morning. Oh my God!
Normally we're not even awake by then.
I know. You're sword fighting on stage, and you're still not awake.
No.
No.
Not through the first one or two.
Yeah.
No.
It's best just to kind of go with the flow and not overthink it when you're doing sword fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just rely on muscle memory. That's
Right.
what I
Yeah.
Right.
Much better. If I was awake, I'd be terrified.
Screw
Yeah.
everything up.
No,
I
I
know,
didn't.
yeah, it would.
People
Hey, look
trying
at
to
that.
hit me with swords.
Someone remembered. 11, 12:45, 2:15, 3:45.
You know, I mean, who are we kidding? Honestly,
Thanks
all
for
you
that.
people just show up at the start of the day and stay there through the whole thing. You're gonna do that anyway.
Yeah, I
Hang
always
out,
do.
Come see us, hang out.
Just hang out. We'll be up there sooner or later.
We'll take
Okay.
breaks so that you can go get beer and pee and stuff. And
No, that is a good idea. We will post the schedule to the fan book or to the fan club, or yeah, someone else maybe can get to it before we do this evening.
Well, yeah, someone could certainly get to it before we get to it this evening.
So yes.
Well, thank you.
All right. What are we doing?
I think we wave at the camera, we say goodnight, Gracie,
Good night, Gracie.
Okay, hold on a second here.
and
What you got?
what you doing?
Oh,
He's
Mark's
showing off his
showing
new toy.
off. Mark's showing
I
off.
don't blame
Mark's doing show
I
and
don't
tell.
blame him. It's pretty cool.
So this is the new guitar for Mark. Uh-oh, whoa.
Ta-da! And it breaks down so you can travel with it and everything.
Look at that.
What more could you ask
Pretty
for?
cool, man.
That's right.
Well, now it's disassembled.
It's nearly headless guitar.
Yes. It's all true.
All right.
Thank you all very much.
Yes, thanks for joining us. We really appreciate everybody out there.
Yes.
Just so you know, down in the video description, there should be a link to our PayPal if you are of a mind. There's also links to all of our albums down there as well. And regardless, hopefully we'll be able to see all of you this weekend or
Yes.
at some point through the next 7.
Thank
And
you
I
very
would like to
much.
throw out real quick, don't forget, if you're in the fan club and you want to do season tickets, call the festival, and you will get the Jolly Rogers Fan Club discount.
Yes,
so,
indeed. Thank you to everybody who showed up. Thank you to everybody who commented and gave all the great suggestions and had all the great questions. Especially my wife and my mom, who I see were both on here.
Those are two different people?
That's two different people.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
My wife, my mother.
Okay, all right, good.
Wall.
It took them a while to get that down,
I
though,
know it did. It really
it
did.
took
which
him
makes for
therapy
some
to get-
interesting Thanksgiving dinners.
I think I got it now.
Okay,
That's
good.
right. Okay, we're really saying goodbye this time.
Thanks,
Okay,
guys.
bye.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Thank God that's over.